Wait here a little bit. See if people can show up. So how's everybody's weather where they're at? It's kind of warm here today. Sunny, which is a good thing. Crud. We're going to have to deal without it today. So. All right, I'm going to get started here. So, first of all, morning, y'all. Hopefully everybody's well. Just trying to get my thoughts, my day together here of what we have to do. We got some work to do on... Not all the parts are here, but we can do... I have work to do on the Ford Edge. I have front rotors and brake pads that I'm going to replace on that. I also have to try tightening the wheel bearings, so that might be a little more involved with that. I'm going to work on doing that today. Let's see what else happens. Yesterday's live, I had showed you I had the truck apart with the tie rod ends. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for bad luck, I have no luck at all. Here they're the wrong tie rod ends, the new ones were. So I had to put the truck back together with the bad tie rod ends. They're supposed to have the right ones tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully we can get that resolved. And we, get rid of the death wobble in that truck. So that way it's ready to go race in when we are. What else? Yesterday afternoon, I got a phone call from Tom. The axles for the Camaro are done. They would have been done earlier in the day. Unfortunately, they sent the wrong axle retainers. So it took him longer to get those axles done because of the fact that they sent the wrong retainers that I needed for it to work with my particular application. So he ended up having to machine them, which machine the existing ones took, what he said? He said it took like 2 hours, I guess an hour for each one. So he got them to work. He got it to go together the way it should. So we're going to be going tomorrow night over to his shop to pick those up. And then hopefully next week, I'm hoping by Tuesday or Wednesday to have the rear back together on a Camaro to a point where we would be getting ready, getting set up to hit the track. I'm hoping by the middle of next week. If things go correctly. So we have that. I have to look at the schedule when we would be able to schedule an outing at the track to get the Camaro now that it's the way it should have been how many years ago. Actually get it to the track and see what it can do. Also, hang on. Morning. Also trying to think what else. Some things are. Big mistake I made last night, and I'm gonna have to walk over to show what ended up happening. So I don't know how many of you have coffee in the morning, and how do you do your coffee? Do you use a Keurig, or do you brew it? So I brew it, the whole filter that grinds, blah, blah, then you guesstimate how much coffee you're going to drink. And it never fails. You always get like some left. So there was some left. So last night, I was, for whatever reason, I didn't want it to go to waste. So I thought, you know what? I mean, at this point, it's what? 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. When most people are kind of winding down, I was like, I should be all right. I'll just have some coffee, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So I go ahead, I heat it up, I have my coffee. Well, this idiot right here didn't realize that apparently it doesn't, it used to actually make me tired. Well, it doesn't anymore. So I was up till like midnight, like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, just for lack of a better term, tweaking out. So I came out here I was debating, do I do the brakes on the edge, which I was like, well, it's dark. I really don't want to, because I like to do that kind of stuff in natural daylight so I can see what's going on. Oh, I'm have to see. Is it? Hang on. Let me see. Is it Sal? Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I forgot it. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, just have to watch with the dog if the dog's out, Sal. Okay, but big hi, shout out. Yeah, you might have seen me last night because I was out tweaking. I'll show you what I did. So I kind of took all the casting and I ground it down. I sanded everything, primered everything, and painted it all a nice black to contrast with the new drag struts. And of course, I did this side as well. Kind of touched up everything, make it look kind of pretty, so everybody can laugh at me. I was out tweaking out last night, so that's what I did. The thing is, the stupid part is that, hang on, Sal, my eyes aren't that good. Yeah, that's what it was. That was me. I was Hey Sal, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. The only reason I was doing it, not so much that I was tweaking, my neighbors across the street, and I can't say this too loud, total fucktards, all right? They call the cops on me whenever I have the Corvette out. They call the cops when I start the freaking Camaro. Always giving me shit. So, little fuckboy had to go to bed last night because he had to work today, I found out. So they're up in the bedroom last night. And I don't know if he was trying to blow his girlfriend's back out or what, but the bedroom lights were on. So I'm half tweaked anyway from the coffee. I'm like, fuck that asshole. So I went ahead, I got my grinders and I got my rasp out. And that's another reason why I did that, was just to piss him off. So anyway, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But there you go, Sal. That's the grinding noise. That was me. But we'll keep that between us, all right, pal? So anyway, that's what I did last night. I was working on that. So like I said, today is going to be today's going to be 2007 Ford Edge Day. Like I said, front brakes. I got to see if I can tighten the wheel bearing nuts on it. Get that done. Also apologize too. I'm kind of behind. We had a emergency yesterday with my dad going to the hospital, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. So I have to definitely check in with him to see how he's doing. He's home now, but he was in the emergency room yesterday. So hopefully, anybody that knows the story of my dad, we're just kind of okay. Oh, go to the boss about your raise. Yo, Sal, you know what you do? You whip out your package, say, yo, does this look like a lot? If you want that kind of talent, you got to pay it. Anyway, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. My dad's 82. He had a kidney removed August. He had it removed. And he was kind of at the point where he was, if things would have went sideways, where he wouldn't have made it, he would have been okay with that. He went for heart surgery this past Wednesday. There was nothing the doctors they could do. They say the heart's too bad. So there was a situation. Well, he came home on Thursday. Yes, Thursday. He came home from the failed heart surgery. Um, and then yesterday was something with him going to the bathroom. Whole nother story with that. So he's in good spirits. He's doing good for what he's doing, how he's doing, Sal. Thanks for asking. Um, in all honesty, and this might sound really cold coming from me, but pretty much give him medication so he can live out the rest of his days. He's ready to go. He says, he's lived a good life. He's ready to move on and pass on, and the hereafter, if you will. So I mean, that's where his mind is, but his spirits are good. He's able to mow his grass. He's able still to be somewhat active, but he's I want dad around as long as possible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those kids who's like, oh, I can't wait till they die so I get all the money. No, I'm not one of those assholes. But I only want him to live long enough that he's happy and that he has a good quality of life, not so much the quantity of life. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I mean, I want him. I was really hoping that the heart surgery thing would have worked, but it didn't. For his heart's too weak. I guess the tissue's something's wrong with the tissue of the heart, so they weren't able to put a clamp on. So he could be gone next year. He could go another 10 years. I don't know. I have the attitude, and I told my mom the same thing. I said, basically what's going to change now is the perspective. Is that not so much of what I got to get done today or what I got to get done next week. I think the perspective, we need to dial it back to, hey, today's a blessing. There was a good chance I couldn't even have made it to today, but here I am. So not that you just sit back and do nothing. You still try and get some stuff done, but try to put more of a focus on how much of life you enjoy, the enjoyment of the life you have, not so much of your to-do list. And so I'm kind of struggling with that myself, to make sure that I'm not getting caught up in that, because I'm so with working and paying bills and doing the things that, you think you need to do. I mean, I guess that's, and I don't want to sound like I'm better than anybody else, because I'm not. God knows I'm not. But that's one of the reasons that's driving me to get the Camaro done, to get back to the racetrack. I haven't been there since COVID, and that was holy crap, that was 5 years ago. And so with this happening with my dad, I don't know why it just popped in my head, but I don't know if we have any country music fans on here. I don't know if not, just check this song out for me. Search Tim McGraw, Live Like You Were Dying. Okay. Check it out. It should be on YouTube. Check it out. That song has kind of been playing in my head the last couple weeks. Basically, and you take away, if you listen to that song, take away what you want from that song. If you would allow me to say this, my takeaway is, live every day to the fullest. It's not selfish to do things for you. You still want to be there for others, but don't forget about yourself. So that's kind of like where I'm at with the whole Camaro drag racing thing, is that it's something I want to try and get back to doing for me, what I used to enjoy. And unfortunately, in a short period of 5 years, my equipment is junk. I don't know, junk, but it's in state of repair. So that's why I'm so busy right now with trying to get stuff done, trying to get stuff set up, because I want to have as good as I can get it before I go. Because, trying to live that opportunity to the fullest that you get. So anyway, wow, that was heavy. we got to move on from that. That was a little too heavy, but let's have a cup of coffee together and we'll get the day started. All right, so the plan today is, like I said, we're going to work on the '07 Ford Edge. We're going to get the brakes done. Tomorrow, if I have time, I'm going to do a live, but it's going to be in the afternoon after work. Like I said, I hopefully they have my tie rod ends for my truck. So the plan is to fix that. Then the plan is, then after that's fixed, we're going to go later and pick up the axles for the Camaro. And then probably Tuesday, if I have time to do a live, will be about getting the axles and what all transpired there. So that's the plan. I'm trying to get this video put up with a starter replacement on the 7.3 diesel with my truck. Just everything going on isn't allowing me to get that done. So I'm really trying to make that I get that done today as well. But it is what it is. So with that being said, I'm gonna boogie out of here. Also, to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna finish up my coffee and I gotta get to work. Okay, so you guys take care. Do me a favor, if you have not done this, please subscribe to Big E's Auto. I would appreciate it. Would be great. It helps support what I'm doing, helps keep me going, helps keep my head focused. Okay, so if you could do that for me as a little favor, all right. I'm going to thank you guys in advance. Okay, so you guys have a great day. Take care. We'll see you the next time around.